using the lining up method and opposed to the ballot method. Now this forms the basis of our topic tonight on Talk of the Nation, where we talk to the EC Deputy Spokesperson Paul Bukenya. Welcome to Talk of the Nation. Now, according to the Commission, verification and compilation and an update of LC register is set for 22nd to 25th June. And with me here in studio is Mr. Paul Bukenya, Deputy EC Spokesperson.
Yeah.
Good evening and welcome to NTV.
Good to be here, Walter. Yeah.
We see a new date has been set, and 17 years later on, LC1 elections are going to be conducted in Uganda. What assurity do people have out there that these elections are actually going to be held come the dates you have set?
Yeah, I'd like to say good evening to our viewers. Yes, we released the program indicating the activities that are going to be undertaken and the dates leading to elections of women committees from the village to the national level, as well as LC1 and LC2 committees, elections. Yeah, this is the program. It leads up to elections, so that you can see that we have a start and finish. So the election is going to be conducted, and we've put everything in place. The program first, we're going to come to the citizens, the residents in their villages, and register them. Going to do nominations and conduct the elections. So we expect the public to come and participate because we've waited for this exercise. Like you said, it's not been held for the past so many years. Finally, it's here, and we will go ahead and organize and conduct the election.
One of the major reasons why the previous election in 2017, or we could say the dates, were cancelled is because of a concerned citizen who took this whole process to court because of inclusion. He said some people would be excluded. Have you now allowed time for these people to participate, or we will see another court order halting the elections?
Well, even then, the last activity we did provided for all persons who are willing to participate in the election to come on board, because we conducted key activities on weekends like registering the residents. Even this time around, the program we've issued provides for that. Persons who are in schools can register. But again, we need to go back to how we settled this matter in court. It was determined when we went to court. Of course, the court allowed us to settle out of court to talk to the petitioners and go through the issues, then go back to court. We talked about this, and then there's a realization from all the parties that raised these matters that the elections are actually a process. It's not an event. It's such that you can organize it in such a way that everyone is there at that particular time. In this case, we mean the schools. If we are to provide for the school calendar, we'll need almost to close schools for 3 months, because it's a process that goes over a period of time. For example, now we've released a program indicating activities that commence on 22nd of June, but the election is on 10th of July. So would people be there waiting for the election day over? So we settled that matter. But in any case, to answer your question, the time, for example, that is allocated to registration of residents starts on a Friday, there's a Saturday, there's a Sunday and a Monday. So someone who is at work can come and register. Someone who is at school in the places where they reside, they can come and register and participate in this exercise. So that has been catered for. And actually, even the previous program, that had been provided for. We are mindful of the registration period, the display period, and polling day.
There's another reason previously, not so major, but it was about money. You were provided with about 15 billion shillings.
Yes.
But this money apparently was not sufficient, to conduct the entire process. Have you received any additional funds?
Well, the electoral law in respect to this particular exercise was amended to reduce the cost of the election. And when the the amendments came through finally. The money that was required was 15 billion shillings, which was provided. And actually we started the exercise, except that just towards polling, the first level of voting, that's when the election was called off. So we have received monies to top up on what we had left, because we had spent some money. Like, we had organized and recruited staff, trained, paid venues, publicity, materials, printing and all that. We had already done much of the work, the preparatory work, which cost money. So to resume this exercise and to conclude it effectively, we had to request for a top-up, which has been provided. So we have the money that is enough to organize this election in accordance with the law that was amended, and that is the lining up system.
All right. I'll just ask you to give us an update on the progress of the municipality elections.
Yeah, just as alongside, of course, during this period we also have elections countrywide in several districts these are areas which were created in 2017 and 2016, and those are municipalities, sub-counties and town councils. We have elections scattered in over 53 districts across Uganda. The municipalities are 6, which are going to have parliamentary elections, but the new municipalities are 7. We have Apach, we have Kotido, we have Nebi, we have Ibanda, Shema, and Bujiri, and Njero. Njero is also a municipality, except that we will not have parliamentary elections there. So yes, there's a program that is going on right now to have elections at that level, and the elections will be conducted. We're going to have nominations next week for the elective positions on the 4th, 5th and the 6th, and then we'll go through campaigns which will start on 8th of June, and then elections in sub-counties and town councils will be held on the 17th of July, and then parliamentary elections, or rather elections in municipalities, there are 7 municipalities like I've told you, will be held on the 19th. So that program is going well. We've started the preparatory activities, update of the register, display of the register, and now we're going into nominations, and then we'll have campaigns and polling. So yeah, there are elections also going around for all those new electoral areas.
You talked about updating. Let's conclude this at the point of verification of residents, compilation and update of the village LC1 voters register. I know part of this job was done when the initial dates were announced in 2017. Is this a process that you have to start afresh?
Yeah, the activities that we are going to resume, we've called it resumption of the program because we stopped it following a court order. So there's going to be, in all across the country, we'll update the register. Of course, we'll give opportunity to persons who had not registered to come and register in their villages of residence. But there are also new villages which came on board. Even at the time when we organized the elections, there were new villages which were not included because they had come in after our cutoff. So now those villages now have an opportunity to come on board as well, and there are more than 1,000 villages which have come on board since then. So we're going to update the register in these villages which had already registered, so that people who had not registered can come on board. Those who had not registered before don't need to register again, because we already have their particulars. Then at the same time, we are going to do fresh registration in the new villages, because for them they don't have a register at all. They had not registered. So yes, we do have that exercise coming up, and it will be held from the 22nd to the 25th, like you said, and then we'll display that register on 26th and 27th, use it in nominations, and use it during the elections.
Thank you very much, Mr. Paul Bukenya, for taking the time to come here and explain some of these issues here. That was it all here for Talk of the Nation. We will take a short break, and we're coming back with more. Stay tuned.